Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you my favorite chest exercises to do, particularly for the upper portion of the chest, the top pectoralis. Now, in saying that, you will see quite a few different things. So this is actually a chest workout that myself and Pat actually do on a regular basis. I'm going to break it down with a little voiceover so you can see what we're doing.
So right here we have Pat starting us off with the incline bench press, and you see this is a little unique in the fact that each arm is individual, doesn't have a straight bar. And what it actually does, it actually lets your body do exactly what it's supposed to do. So when your arms are extended out, they come together. And you see he has the lower grip there, so it hits more across the center of the chest. Here I am with the higher grip, so it comes more so right underneath the chin. And again, as the hands come together at the top, it contracts the muscle, the pec more, and I'm getting a deep stretch there at the bottom as well. So, and as you can see, we do a lot of reps, and that's a key to how I like to do things a lot of times. A lot of reps, wear out the muscle, get the blood flowing, and this was the first exercise that we did, and you see it's not easy. This is your traditional incline bench press here, and as you can see, my arms aren't really doing what is natural, so they're going straight up and extending out, and this is one of the reasons why people have a lot of shoulder issues when they do bench press in general, incline or flat. So a lot of people do a lot of dumbbell. The other bench that we were using, it mimics more of a dumbbell. Here we have Pat doing the dumbbell crush press. And the key to this, first of all, is to use a heavy weight, heavy enough that you're afraid that it's actually going to fall on you. But you're actually squeezing the dumbbells together and bringing them all the way down to your chest and then back up. You know, I always started off kind of slow. And again, what it does, it keeps the chest compressed. So that way, getting that blood flow and it's making, you're really just using the chest to push this up here. So and again, we're at a slight incline. So therefore, we're using the upper portion of the chest and trying to eliminate the shoulders so we don't have the bench incline too much at all. And again, use a heavy enough weight that it's difficult. This is a different version of the same actual exercise. This is a plate crush press. And the key here is to keep the fingers from folding in. So you want to have them flat. Now this is the one that everyone is afraid of because they think they're going to drop the plate on their chest. And that's what's going to cause you to squeeze even harder because you don't want to drop the plate. And a lot of people try to cheat by putting their fingers through the holes that are in the plates. That's what you do not want to do. You want to keep your hands flat as possible. Now, typically, you'll see most of us use a 25-pound plate. The 45-pound plate truly can only be used for those people who are taller because they have the range of motion. If you want to get a real good range of motion, you'll end up having to use a smaller plate. So using a 25-pound plate is pretty suitable. And again, you'll have to do a lot of reps. And that is the key on this. A lot of reps. Do you feel it? And like I like to do, and I'll tell Pat all the time, we're going to go to failure. We're going to go till we just can't do any more of that particular exercise. Here we are with the incline dumbbell flies. And you notice how Pat is turning the butt of his hands inward. That's to get more contraction on the pecs, right there on the chest. You will feel it. He's actually going a little slow, which is excellent. The time under tension. You don't have to have a lot of weight on this. The slower you do it, the more tension is actually going to be on the chest itself. And look at that deep. He's going deep to get that full stretch. You see, again, a lot of reps. You see, here I am going even slower than what Pat was doing. And doing this again, bringing the butt of the hands together, and then that way getting a bigger contraction on the chest itself. You can't really notice it too much right here, but we are we're at a slight incline. That way we're hitting more of the upper chest. Again, a lot of weights, a lot of weights. And we don't do, a lot of reps all the time. Sometimes we do, and you see in some of the other videos, we do, 1 or 2 or even 3 or 4 repetitions with a heavier weight, of course. So this is one right here, the machine fly. You'll see people do this several different ways. If you notice how Pat has his hands, he's not actually on the handles. And he's coming straight across the top portion of the chest. And he's keeping his arms straight as possible without having them locked. And then getting a full contraction on the chest. He's extending his arms out as far as he can go. And bringing them back in. Again, I'm doing the same thing here. And you notice how I open my hands. That way I'm not actually gripping the bar. I'm actually just pushing, which is forcing me to even use my chest even more, and eliminates me from trying to, use my shoulders and my biceps to bring the bars together. I love that shirt too. That's a Sera Pro Fitness shirt, by the way. Now here we go. These are actually my favorite things to do here. These are quote unquote the cable crossovers. So you will see that we're going to do 3 different variations of this. We're coming from the lower end here. We're coming from the bottom to the top. And this is actually getting more of the top portion of your chest, the upper pec. And we squeeze again, we're bringing the butt of our hands together, coming up that way. Here we're doing the straight across, the traditional cable crossover here. You notice he pauses right there. Once he brings his hands together, he pauses, keeping that tight contraction on the muscle. And his Project Pat shirt. He had never done these before until we did this workout. Now we're coming down, and notice again how he turns his hands inward. It's getting the lower portion of the chest, actually. Most people think by coming from the top, you're going to get to the top portion of the chest. We're actually getting the lower portion. Now, some people you will find they bend almost completely over. If they feel it, then they feel it. I don't like that. So here I am coming. You can see how much more taller I am than Pat. But again, I'm bringing my arms up. They're as straight as can be without having them locked. I'm opening them up at the top. That way I'm trying not to use the biceps whatsoever and pull them together. Again, pausing in the center. There's no need to do these fast. And you don't even need a lot of weight on this at all. And we're doing coming from the bottom to the center and then from the top. That's considered one set. So what I like to do when training clients, I like to say you're going to do 12 to 15, usually 12 per each angle. So that's 36 reps in a set. And usually this is the ending exercise. And we tend to do 5 to 7 sets. So if you have 5 sets of 36 reps, you see that's over 150 reps you're doing in this one particular exercise. So this is the finisher. So there's going to be a lot of pump going on.
And there you have it. My favorite chest exercises to do. That's not actually including 2 of my also favorites that we do from time to time, which are just the regular push-ups and also parallel bar dips. So as you can see, those no weight required, just do reps after rep after rep. I'm a high rep kind of guy, I like to do high reps. So those are the things that I do. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and also share. See you next time, Beyond Bodybuilding.